Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else to Summoner's Rift. Let the game begin. The winner is guaranteed a spot in playoffs. SK Gaming have already grouped themselves up in the bottom lane, and they will be setting themselves up for a potential, but they're going to back out. Nobody's going to step forward here from G2, and I definitely want to see how this Cho'Gath will perform in the latest stages.
I love you bringing it up. I want to check back in on the Cho'Gath because in draft you're saying, hey, a lot of what we've seen recently is the AP Cho'Gath, but with Wonder rocking Grasp the Undying, that hints to me it's going to be Tank Cho'Gath, which I think can work too. And another thing you were mentioning, Vedius, was how Cho'Gath can function into the Fiddlesticks in these team fights because he has so many great ways of disrupting Fiddlesticks' drain. Now, he can't counter the Fiddlesticks' ultimate, but with both the silence and the knockup, it means that Fiddle's intrinsic value of being super disruptive and sustaining through fights is going to be greatly diminished. And when you combine a Syndra plus a Cho'Gath Feast, you can instantly destroy the front line. And until Trick gets a Zhonya's, that's going to be tough to deal with.
This is an interesting play, the delayed invade from G2. We expected early invades up against the Fiddlesticks, but it looks like we now have the bot lane fight.
Dredge line comes out, built over Peacemaker. Now Perks and Mickey are taking a lot of its damage. The exhaust will slow things down. Mickey below 100. First blood picked up, and on crown shots, Caitlyn. Jankos is going to be able to put a lot of damage onto Trick, but with no resonating strike to be able to follow up. Now that's a flash over the wall. Gets past the effigy for now. Jankos hops over with a safeguard, and it's actually SK that punished the invade from G2.
That's so strange there, because G2 were super split up. They basically said bot lane take the 2v2 and jungle take the 1v1, but Perks and Mickey are going to lose that fight at level 1. Jin cannot go for the extended trades, as you can see here, especially because he doesn't get the 4th shot off. Now, at the same time, Jankos was able to steal away the wolves. At least, I think a big one and a small one is going to give you level 2, so he got half the camp, and Trick only got the small one, so he still won out in the trade. But he lost the flash, and I don't think that's worth it.
Yeah, I would say that this bot lane is like giga-doomed. I believe the technical term is. G2 was in when they started the fight, never set them up for success. And we'll be able to get back and watch it.
But I wonder, it looks like Mickey is going in. Jankos does not get the memo. So if Jankos comes with them, maybe they can push for this fight, and Fiddle isn't going to be able to instantly tick over to 2. I feel like if Jankos had just said, no, instead of going for the jungle steal, we turn around on this would have actually been very favorable for G2.
I guess Jankos' argument here is that if I kill Trick, I win the bot lane matchup by default, because then I can come back and look for a gank by having a level advantage, and Trick is very far behind, and bot lane you can just kind of suck it up.
Look, Champion like the Caitlyn, but SK going to be pretty content with that. The crab is just being picked up there by Trick, and as expected, middle lane is just being shoved in. Dredge line connects. That's beautiful. 90 caliber net backwards. Perks is looking for the crit. The death sentence from Limit buys just enough time to keep Crown Shot alive. He's now flashed defensively. The Riptide will slow them down. A boop onto the head, but not enough from the Deadly Flourish. And Mickey with the Dredge line. Every skill shot landed from G2, except the ones that SK dodged.
All right, so if we're using technical terms, I believe what Mickey did there...
Sonic Wave will connect there. Smite comes out. Trick will have support from Limit, but here comes Caps. No ultimate available. Trick was able to get that one. That's a push back, at least onto Zazie for now. And now all of a sudden, Jankos needs to dash to the ward for safety. The Rupture from Wonder buys enough.
Combo that down with the red buff. That's going to be the ideal trade. You can see the theory of how you're supposed to play against the Fiddlesticks. Can they find it? Not going to try it out there. But Trick going through the jungle on pretty much every camp is ridiculous, and this is going to benefit G2 more than an SK. Of course, Trick is really hoping to get over towards level 6, and because it hasn't come through yet, even with an effigy over on the Rift Herald, Jankos is very free to take whatever he wants in the river.
And he's tried to play that way the entire game. Caps, by the way, has been chunking out Zazie. Every time we've looked at this mid lane, Caps is pushing forward, comboing things down onto Zazie. His LEC win rate on this champion is 16 wins and 3 losses. It is excessive. So can't back away even if he wanted to.
Oh, they want to dive this.
May be able to do it. Won't be in range for the Unleashed Power, Vedius, and looks as though Jankos is going to be moving in from the side.
Yeah, Caps was just trying to chunk out. He's holding onto his ultimate, so Jankos is here, but Trick can ulti over this wall.
Here it comes.
Down, and there's the Crowstorm flash forward. Shockwave whiffs from Zazie as the Rift Herald still gets the boop on the mid lane. There was a flash out of Caps, but it traded for flash and Crowstorm from some first cleanse, instant again. Looks like he's trying to bait it. Flash forward. That Dredger hit the wall, didn't it? That was a faceplant of note. The box comes down from Limit as the curtain is called back, and Perkz forced to retreat now. Teleport coming out here. That looks like a Gen X TP. A trick, in fact, with the spellbook. And now Caps is going to walk away. So, some fun times in the bottom lane, and nobody goes down.
And that was your perfect opportunity to use a kick W on him. That was like that was your moment right there, right next to his face, bottom left. Bottom left. There you go.
Got it. Thank you.
This means that SK is going to be able to get themselves the Ocean Drake, and a lot of that just comes off the fact that Limit lands a good hook. That forces the cleanse, that leads to these series of events happening in the bot lane, which then immediately concede. The SK have come out with, you know, a relatively low gold deficit for now. It's pretty solid. And here comes the ult from Fiddle.
And there's the call with an ace in the hole and a death sentence to boot. Crown Shot takes out Perkz. His second kill of the game, and that goal lead, only 1,000, is pretty good for SK.
That was a really nice move right there, and I want to see Trick and Limit
there as well. Like, the execution was just so well done by SK. Perkz, I mean, he should have recognized the bot side of the map. He didn't have any vision control. This was a very dangerous position for him to be in, and of course, he ends up getting punished for it. So, well played there by SK, and crucially, Crown Shot gets the kill. Now, any SK fan will tell you, if Crown Shot has kills, they're feeling good, you know? Like, it doesn't matter what he's on. He's sitting at 2-0-0. All the SK fans are like, okay, I like how this game is going. And when you're a G2 fan, you're looking at, okay, how's Caps doing? What's he like? Well, sure, he's very ahead in his lane. He's sitting comfortably on the Syndra, but right now he's even on itemization. So while Caps does have a lot of gold, you can see that the two... So,
here we go.
Very close to it.
Mickey just failed again.
Remember, there's no flash. Remember, there's no flash. Perkz is just easily picked off by SK. Mickey will get the dredge line this time around. The tower falls in favor of SK, and the Feral Scream will slow down the SK advance. But there is the bountiful Robus.
Wow.
It's a feast. Get eaten alive by Cho'Gath. Instantly in reply, though. Limit with another good death sentence. It ends up being a 2-for-1 in favor of SK, but they get the tower to boot.
It's just crazy, though, because G2 see the play coming in down towards the bot side. Mickey, whose flash has just come up, was sitting on the Hex Flash and just face plants into the wall one more time. Check this out. I'm just like, what's going on here? He starts the Hex Flash. Boop, bop.
Oh.
You hate to see it. And at this point, now Wonder's going to try to get involved in this fight.
That's a kick W. You have this emote, and you have the emote.
I actually don't hate to see it, because when I see pro players at this level doing that, it makes me feel better about myself.
Look at this silence from Trick, by the way. That's literally what saved his life for a brief period.
Yeah, well.
But then it forces Wonder to commit the flash. So while he does get that kill, he also sentences himself to death, and then really good stopwatch here from Limit as well. So honestly, really well played from SK. I love the TP from Gen X as well. I think the execution was very good from SK.
Oh, just
point in your ultimate, and all of a sudden, this champion becomes so much scarier. Working towards the Zhonya's as well. He's very close to completing that. SK are only getting stronger in this next Drake fight. I believe if either team wins this, they do lock a spot in playoffs.
Yes, they do. You've stolen all my content. What would you like me to do? Curtain is called. Shot 1 connects, 2 connects, 3 finds a target, and the 4th between them. Not going to find Limit. The shockwave in the middle of the lane doesn't do anything. And now SK Gaming are forced to back away. 50 seconds to Dragon. And like Vedius said, the winner of this game guarantees playoffs.
Before getting into this one, now look at where Wonder is sitting already. The man is going to wait here forever. If anyone walks in, he can threaten a one-shot. Maybe he takes a Gromp camp. No, he's going to wait. He's going to wait. Trust me. He's got the wards, because this is what G2 need. They need to be able to see Trick coming into them. Now that Trick doesn't have flash, his ultimate has to be key. So they let SK into the pit, then they find the pick with the flank.
We get to ask the question, who's the scariest monster, Trevor? Fiddlesticks or Cho'Gath?
Okay, let's see what happens. He's trying to Wonder.
They knew where he was. They had the vision to put it down. Here's Wonder.
He's locked up in place. Now, what can he do? He's going to be able to flash over the wall. He does. Manages to get the feast. Vedius was right.
Mechanics.
Vedius was right. It was flash feast. That's all we got. And G2 Esports managed to find the second dragon. They extend their gold lead 2,500.
I object with your call, Vedius.
They knew that SK would come to this objective. And again, Like, you can see the vision, what SK can see, right? They have some information, they know that this Syndra's coming from behind. Perhaps they just missed that one out, but then Trick gets caught out, loses all his HP as he gets one-shot by Caps, and then here's Wonder from the corner. Gets the knock-up onto Caitlyn. You can see his target is the Kate, but it's Zazie that ends up getting locked up, gets silenced. Flash, auto,
That's the auto reset.
Consume.
That auto reset did so much damage. That was nuts. Also, I appreciate Trick trying to, you know, pretend like he's a ward. He was a champion, and not for long. Caitlyn, she wants to be placed as well. She's stuck inside her tower, and Fiddlesticks gets picked off.
Oh, I thought he had the damage. The feast was available. Wonder didn't
Oh
close
my
the gap.
God.
But look at that burst coming out. Now going golden for Zazie, buys enough time. Wonder's still holding on to the feast, looking for another target as Mickey is sitting in the back. That's the shockwave finally connecting onto Wonder, but that is a dead Janax. Zombie Scion gonna try to do some work, but he can't close the gap enough. Perks takes one punch to the face, and the inner turret will be focused down. Now, the call goes out, but everyone stays outside of the cone of vision. And that means G2 unable to do it, but they get the fourth kill.
But just look at how inside the enemy jungle, they get the picks, they get the kills. Wonder is just allowed to freely step forward here. And he puts the damage down onto Trick. He's in effectively a 1 versus 5, but the rest of G2 is over the wall. Caps' damage is ridiculous.
crazy.
Even the Luden's proc going over to Trick does an obscene amount.
Wow, and all these stopwatches coming out too. Trick is like, oh, I might get one shot as well. And Zazie's forced to use a stopwatch. Here you can see some of the powerful sustain that Fiddlesticks does have even through an Ignite. But Mickey and Wonder do such a good job of just soaking up all this damage, and the return damage isn't coming out. And I think it's really important to highlight, as Ender was saying,
That's AoE damage too, so he's able to layer that down in the combination there. He's got a Righteous Glory, so
so
target
excited.
access. It's looking good. And he's stacking a lot of armor right now, but it doesn't really matter because the only one dealing damage is Crown Shot.
Yeah, definitely the case. Limit is in trouble. Caught between four, forced to flash away.
Oh, the
Rupture
interrupt.
knocks up Trick. That means the Crow Storm will not land. Wonder gets flayed backwards. Remember, he's got a lot of damage to deal. He's taken out. SK Gaming managed to get one back on the beefiest member of G2. The ace in the hole will find its target and interrupt on the dredge line, and that means Mickey goes down as well. And with 40 seconds to Dragon, maybe SK can set up.
This is a really good opportunity for SK to go to Baron, but they don't know that Caps is sitting here on the flank.
Look
With
at the
Crown Shot
balls.
base
Oh,
jack.
no.
He's dead. He's dead. Goodbye. Unleashed Power comes out. Caps is just sitting there dropping the orbs down, and now 25 seconds to Infernal. Caps is stepping forward. Remember, Mickey's down, so is Wonder. TP is up for Wonder.
Yeah, G2 are just threatening. They're waiting 15 seconds before Wonder can get into the fight. Perks!
Oh, flashes away from the shockwave.
Okay, a little ambitious.
Yeah.
G2 are going to be able to the jungle and pick up this Drake. I don't think SK want to fight them. Because, I mean, if you rewind back like a full minute to when, you know, Wonder got picked up, carry the
TP flank.
fight.
Wonder's going to kill Zazie.
Chasing. Let's watch
Oh,
the
it's
damage.
two teleports.
Teleports. Yeah, that's just
That was
not fair.
unnecessary.
That is just overkill of the umpteenth degree. Third Dragon picked up, double TP invested.
Oh, now this Syndra has
Baron
double
now?
Infernal. Like, oh my word. I mean, they could do Baron. It's a little risky against Fiddlesticks. That's the biggest thing that G2 have to be concerned about.
I think G2 will win the summer split. It's been a discussion around many segments. Vote yes or no in chat, and we'll take a look as Limit's going to get run down. But for the time being, G2 are looking like they are ramping up. Over the last, let's say, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they're finding some gears. We've got a unique itemization here from Wonder, and they've got a significant lead right now, Various.
Yeah, I think that early game very well. And ultimately, it came down to that one big fight around the Drake, which was executed very well. Now, here comes the ult from Trick.
It will indeed. Crowstorm comes up, but it doesn't matter. Look, easy disengage for relatively speaking for G2. Caps is on a rampage. The Rupture comes up. The Shockwave actually added some distance, but the Rupture on a Crown Shot, followed up by the Sonic Wave. Crown Shot is going to be able to escape with his life for now, as Gen X can buy some time. But Trick goes down, and so does Yankos.
All right, Yanko's getting a little amped there, going underneath the tower, because if he lives, G2 can probably turn on the Baron.
Yep.
I mean, they do have a Cho'Gath, so they don't even technically need the Smite if they do want to
That
secure
is
that a little
true.
bit
And what
later
is that,
on.
17 stacks for the 4-0-2
So
Syndra.
17, oh, 17, I was like, there's 17 levels on the Cho'Gath. I just checked, he has 8 total stacks on the champion.
There's
You
two
are
stacking
correct,
mechanics.
Quickshot. 17 stacks on the Magi's. Syndra, wait, what's the technical term? Is Gigafed?
They just want to, so SK are trying to push the wave and then look for a dive here on
Oh,
Caps.
but he's, remember, okay, now he's been spotted.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because I actually do like the play. Like, right now, SK have a mini game, and that's delete Mejai stacks before an objective spawns, you know?
Good luck with that one, by the way. Fans at home, pretty split here, 2/3 to a third, saying that G2 will win as now the Death Sentence catches onto Wonder.
Oh, Mickey
Ball
found Trick.
comes out. Mickey has found Trick, so Crowstorm cannot be activated without the awareness. 1.5 minutes to Dragon, so, you know, it's a...
Fresh. Look where Wonder is, by the way. He's in the spot again.
No,
he's
but
going to
it's
clear
clearing
away.
the waves.
He's
No
gonna
ways
clear
it
away
works
first.
again.
But he can set that up because, right, like SK can't commit multiple members into the bot lane because then G2 could just move to Baron. So they have to be careful of Wonder on the flank. G2 again have the deep vision to spot out a Trick ultimate.
That's the fear into the Death Sentence, into Decimating Smash, but now there's nothing for any of the other
Wonder
threat.
found Crowny.
Gigantic damage onto Limit. Gen X takes the blast code, and that's Crown Shot already down. He's blown up by Wonder. A kill for Perks, a kill for Caps. Looking to run down Limit, who throws up the Blitzcrank question mark. And with 3 seconds before the next Infernal Drake, Perks is going to try to kill a Gen X before he escapes. The TP will let it happen, and actually, this is going to be a split focus here. Most of G2 pushing into the base.
G2 are looking for the end here. They could take the Infernal Soul. They could go for Baron. Forget that. G2 want the win right here, right now.
64% of you said you expect G2 to win the summer split. They are on the verge of winning against SK and guaranteeing a playoffs appearance, which means they're one step closer to the
Death by
finals.
Ludens.
One step closer to Worlds. If you don't make playoffs, you don't make Worlds. The Crowstorm comes in from Tricky, goes golden with the Hourglass. This is buying some time. The Nexus stays alive a few seconds longer. It is not over yet. It's not over until the fat Nexus dies, and it is staying alive as the ace in the hole will tag.
Why you got a Nexus shame like that?
Wait. Does this mean that G2 lose Drake? Yeah.
44 seconds for Wonder. I mean, look, SK are going to need multiple lifelines because they're 10k gold down.
Honestly, if G2 like full 5-headed it, they would have just done Baron right there.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
That would have been, it would have been hella risky though.
But like, what's the worst
You're
case
gonna
scenario?
lose the game anyway.
You walk away from it?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about G2. I think
Yeah,
G2 could have done
yeah.
could have done Baron because you know SK are gonna sprint down for the Infernal Drake.
I'd like to let you know that the minigame of get stacks off Caps has not succeeded. He's sitting at 25.
It's in fact quite the opposite.
7-0-3, looking for his 17th local victory on the champion. Only 3 defeats to his name.
Wait 3 seconds, let Wonder get the buff.
Well, let's find out if they do. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, they did. I think they should have tried to BM him. Not give it over.
You recommend G? It's true. Right, let's have a look at Fiddle here. Laying in wait.
Is this going to work, Vedius?
No.
No. He's going to die. He's so dead.
Oh, man! There is going to... That has to be the mechanics. That has to be it. Yikes, indeed, from Trick. Wonder's going to be pushing onto the Nexus that is exposed as G2 Esports look to close out this game. They will be the 3rd team to guarantee themselves a position in the postseason. And that means for the rest of the
Whoa, ground shot!
He can quadra
kill
kill.
them all!
He can quadra kill. No Wonder! That's so toxic.
Ground shot could have killed them all!
White people sad.
G2 advance to playoffs. 7 teams remain, 3 spots available. G2 join Mad Lions and Rogue. The seeding is at stake as we